Good morning, children. In the last class, we saw chemistry chapter number 14, water. We saw what are the uses of water, the various sources of water on the planet Earth, and the freshwater sources. Right? So, today we are going to see water cycle. On the planet Earth, we have the land area and the water bodies. Every day in presence of the sun, okay, during the daytime, the water present on the land and the oceans, seas are undergoing various changes. The water from the oceans and seas undergo a process called evaporation. What is the meaning of evaporation? You would have learnt in your lower grades itself. Evaporation is the process. It is the process in which the water, which is present as the liquid, gets converted as water vapor into gaseous form. I hope you learnt about the various forms of water. If the water is in the liquid state, it is the drinking water which we have now. And in the gaseous state means vapors, water vapors. Solid form means ice. This you have learnt in your 5th standard itself. Right? So in the presence of sun during daytime, the water from the oceans, seas, rivers, lakes are evaporated. Not all the water, a small amount, some amount of water gets vaporized. This process is called evaporation. The water vapors will remain in the atmosphere, that is in the sky, right? So as the water vapors move higher in the sky, it starts to cool down. Once the vapors are cooled, they form the clouds by a process of condensation. What is condensation, children? Condensation is the change of water vapors to water. That is, again, the vice versa of evaporation is condensation. The opposite of evaporation is condensation. In evaporation, water gets changed from water to water vapor. Again, the water vapor, if it changes back to water, it is condensation. So this happens upon cooling. Whereas evaporation happens upon heating. You would have seen boiling of water. When the water is boiled in a vessel, on the top of the vessel some vapors will be noticed. That is the steam, gaseous form of water. What will happen when you close the vessel and keep with a plate? A hot meal, when your mother is cooking some food and she is closing it with a plate, once you open the plate after a while, you could see some water drops on the back of the plate. It is because of the condensation. The water vapor which comes from the hot meal will be cooled and it gets settled on the plate by the process of condensation. The same thing happens here. The water vapors evaporated from the seas and oceans, as it moves higher in the sky, it gets cooled and it starts to form clouds. Did you understand now how the clouds are formed in the sky? Clouds are nothing but the water drops which upon condensation join together to form as clouds. So the first process which we saw is evaporation. Second process was condensation. This is happening in the water body area. In the land area, what do we have? Consider this as a mountain or some kind of a land area, and near to that you have the sea. So in the land area we have the trees and plants. In your biology we learned that the plants need water for their growth, right? So the plants also have water in them, yes or no? Yes, the plants have water in them. So like how the water bodies evaporate water as vapors during the sun, with the help of the sun during the daytime, similarly the trees present in the land area also evaporates some amount of water from them. That process is called transpiration. In the leaves of the plant water is there. That is how with the water only they can prepare their food. That is the process of photosynthesis. Do you remember? So the water present in the leaves of the plants will also be evaporated, will also get transferred as vapors by the process transpiration. This is process number 3. Understood? So now all these water which moves as vapors in the sky joins together to form the clouds. So clouds are nothing but the water. So you will have the water drops collected together in your clouds. Once the clouds are full of water droplets, it is overloaded, means it starts to burst. Okay, so the water drops which move into the sky as vapors, upon condensation they form clouds. So clouds are nothing but the drops of water only. Once more and more water drops are collected, and if it is too heavy, the cloud bursts. Okay, so the cloud bursts and the water pours down into the earth in the form of rain. Understood? So the bursting of clouds will pour the rain. Since the clouds are heavy with the water droplets, they cannot carry it more than that, and they burst to pour the rain. This process is called precipitation. What is it? Precipitation. It means the water which moved into the sky in the form of vapors comes back again to the land and seas. Okay. The precipitation is nothing but the form of water which reaches to the earth in the form of rain, snow, hail. Okay, not only rain. The precipitation exists in 3 forms, namely rain, snowfall and hail. Okay, so this is in this precipitation process, it is nothing but the returning back of water to the land and oceans and seas. Understood, children? So it is in this 4 processes you would have noticed that the water follows a cycle. It follows a pattern. So from the water bodies like oceans and seas, the vapors are formed by the process of evaporation. Similarly, in the land area, the trees have the water which gets escaped as a vapors by the process of transpiration. So from the both the land and water bodies, the vapors move towards the sky, and in the sky we have the cloud formation by the process of condensation. Condensation is nothing but the cooling of water vapors. Clouds means they are the water droplets collected together. And once the clouds are heavy with the water drops, they pour out as rain or hail or snowfall, and this process is precipitation. This is the fourth process. So this four processes are involved in the water cycle. Why did this get as the name as a cycle? Means the water goes to the atmosphere, again it comes back to the land and oceans and seas. Okay, so this happens as a cycle continuously. Daytime it gets evaporated, and after in the summer season it gets evaporated, and in the rainy season it pours down as rain. So this happens as a cycle continuously, and hence the name. Okay, children. So I would like to stop with this today's class. Thank you.